Hi, I'm Glenn Kegerice. I'd like to welcome you to Keggie's channel. We're going to continue with our lessons here. Now, what we're going to be working tonight here, we're going to be working some punches and some few strikes. Now, we're going to throw some old ones that we've learned previously in here as well to put some combinations in. So I'm going to use the dummy here quite a bit here tonight. So the first punch I want to talk about tonight is what we call a hammer fist. Now, it's called a hammer fist because it looks like the head of a hammer, the part that strikes the nail. Okay, so what we're going to do is just make a tight fist, as tight as you can make it. And if I would turn it over, you would see the bottom here. I'll get close here so you can just see this. We're going to be striking with this part right here, just right down through here. Okay, now, there's different ways to throw the hammer fist. Now, we're going to be throwing it just one particular way here this evening, today. Okay, so the way we're going to be throwing, we're going to be in our fighting stance here. Now we're going to bring our lag, we're going to bring it up with the palm facing out, then it's going to rotate around. Now what we're looking to do is throw the hammer fist to the temple. So real slow, it's going to look like this. We're in a good fighting position here. It's going to come up and come around here, just like this to the temple. So when you throw this, you want to get the hip into this as well. Just don't go like that. Okay, that's all arm. So we're going here. So I'll be hitting on the bag here in just a second. So here. Now you can throw this from the lead as well, and all it does is just turn. Okay, here. Obviously, that's not going to be as powerful as a lag, as from coming from the rear. Okay, so I'm going to put this out here in front of me here, so you can actually see where my hand is hitting, how it's hitting on the bag here. Okay, so you're not going to see me too much here. Okay, so I'm here, here. So right there, that's how I'm hitting. That's representing the temple or the side of the jaw. So again, it'd be here. Comes out, you should see my hand coming out and hitting just like so. Just like this. Now, from the other side here, now for my lead, it's just a turn. Boom, here. Okay, lag, here. Just like that. Okay, so right now, that's all we're going to work on the hammer fist. Now, there's different ways you can throw the hammer fist. Hammer fist is a very powerful punch. I like to use it, but there again, you have to be a little bit careful with it. Just a little bit slower coming out here like so. It's like this, okay? So it does take a little bit more time, but it's well worth it if you can make the connection, okay? All right, so that's your hammer fist. Now I want to talk about two strikes as well. The first strike I want to talk about is what we call a knife hand strike. Now I want to talk about this because it's very similar to the hammer fist we just threw. You're here and it's going to come out around. Now this time, instead of the hand being closed, the hand is opened up. Now we're hitting with the knife hand part of the hand right here. Right here, okay? Now, when you throw this, you don't want it to straight. You want to cock it to the outside just a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. You don't want to hit with the finger here. You break the fingers. So I'm here, it's going to come here. Boom, just like this, okay? Boom, here. Now, usually here from the front, we're going to go to the side of the neck. Now, we could go to the ribs. Okay, now obviously there's different ways to throw the knife hand, even as there's different ways to throw the hammer fist. But for where we're at right now, we're just going to throw it the same way we threw the hammer fist. I'm not going to hit the bag, I'm just going to show you. Here, just here. Step out, and it comes around. Okay, again, here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we can throw it with the lead, and the same as the hammer fist, it's just going to roll here. Here. Not quite as powerful, but it's still pretty effective. Okay? Here. Now this here is right there. It's just a roll, so it's a little quicker to throw it from your lead than what it is to throw it from your lag. So again here, let's look at the hammer fist again, out, and let's see how the knife hand looks. Real similar. Out, boom, you just like so. Just like this. Boom. Okay? Boom. Boom. Hammer fist here. Okay, so instead of going through the next strike here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you through our combination with our punches first. So this will give you something really, it's a good workout. and it gets all the punches that we went over thus far into this sequence. So this is just a punching sequence. And I've already done some of this on video here. Okay, so we're going to start from our left fighting stance. Okay, we're going to go, 1 is going to be a jab. 2 is going to be our cross. 3 is going to be our hook. 4 is going to be our roundhouse. 5 is going to be an upset. Okay. 6 is going to be a hammer fist. Now we could throw a vertical fist in there too. We may, but right now let's just do that. So real slow here. Okay, 1, boom, that's your jab. 2 is the cross. 3 is the hook. We've already went over these. 4, roundhouse. Good here. 5, uppercut. 6, hammer fist. Okay, so let's try that again here. Okay, so I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. Now, it's important here that you always keep your guard up. Don't do this. This is what I see a lot of people do. They'll go throw their jab, throw their cross, and drop this. Now, whatever you're doing, whatever you're throwing, whatever type of punch, you always want some type of guard with the other arm. Rather, it's just a straight guard here or a cover block that you've had before. Anything. Just keep a guard up there so you're always covered. So let's look at that again here. Okay, from the left fighting stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. Again, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just like that. Again, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, you can throw these combinations, you can mix it all up, okay? You don't have to throw it in that order. You can throw jab, okay, cross, uppercut, roundhouse, hook. You know, use your imagination and hook, mix them up is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's a good combination to throw, good sequence to throw is just what we went over there. Practice that. You practice on the bag here, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can work it on the bag as well. Okay, so let's look at our strikes now that we have so far. So far, left fighting stance, we had our back knuckle strike. Okay, it's already on video, 1. Okay, we had the back knuckle strike. We had the knife hand strike, which we just went over. Okay, so again, we have 1, 2. Now, we also had elbow strike, and I'm going to throw that in here. So we had back knuckle, knife hand, elbow. Or you could go back knuckle, knife hand, elbow. Or go elbow, back knuckle, knife hand. Whatever you want to do. But the main thing is get your strikes, get a good form. So when you're coming out, back knuckle, you're hitting with the right knuckles, the right part of the knuckles. Knife hand, we just went over. Make sure that that's cocked back a little bit. It's almost like if you put a cup on your hand. You could hold it there and walk around with it. Okay? And remember, elbows in tight. And we're looking to go here, right across the eyebrow here. We're looking to open up the eyebrow. Now, also, too, the elbow strike can go to the chin. And we do, in class, we'll drop down and go to the ribs as well. So there's a lot of different things you can do with that. Also, too, elbow strike come up underneath the chin. Okay, so we have a regular elbow sequence, elbow form that I'll show you here on one of our videos. Okay, all right, so that's it for this time. A real quick review here. We looked at the hammer fist was new, so we looked at that from the lag and from the lead, and the knife hand strike. Very much the same motion, except the hand's open, hitting with the right part, the knife hand part of the hand. So those are a new punch and a new strike. Put them together with everything else you've learned as far as your strikes and your punches to make sequences. Then once you feel pretty good, you can start putting your punches and your strikes in a sequence. So you got, okay, straight punch, knife hand, okay? Other than just all punches, start mixing your strikes in with your punches. And you can have fun with it. and it's great for just learning how to spar and getting a good workout. So that's it. Work on a dummy or on a bag at times as well. Careful when you're working with somebody that's just new. If you're working with a partner, don't go too hard on them. Don't even really try to hit them. Try to stop everything before you hit until you get where you're feeling a little more comfortable. Okay, well that's it. But I'll leave you with this. In every way, God's way is the best way. Till next time.